The United States is taking action after 2 deadly plane crashes. The FAA is grounding the Boeing 737 MAX.
With all this snow on the ground, roadside assistance crews have been very busy.
As high pressure builds around us, drier, calmer, and warmer weather is on the way. We'll talk about what to expect as the spring season nears.
Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News on the CW22. It is 7 a.m. now on this Thursday. I'm Brittany Bailey.
And I'm Jen York. Thanks for being with us. Well, boy, we might have seen our last snowy start to the day yesterday. We're talking warmer temperatures as we get closer and closer to the start of spring. Yay. Evan Arani is in the Weather Center this morning. Evan, what are we looking at?
Well, right now we're starting off our morning with pretty dry skies, and it looks like that dry weather may persist for about 10 days or so. We are moving toward the spring season, and as we do so, we're drying out, we're warming up, and we are seeing much calmer weather around the northwest. Take a look at satellite radar where things are calm to start off our morning. No rain or snow to note to start off our Thursday. That is a stark contrast to, of course, the last about 6 weeks where we've seen more than 34 inches of snow dropped on us. Now we are drying out toward the spring season. Temperatures right now are still chilly, 17 degrees outside at downtown Spokane. You can see the courthouse in the background of that shot downtown, where there is still a little bit of low-level cloud cover, some freezing fog around the northwest with those cold temperatures, but that is kind of expected with such calm weather moving towards us. Winds are calm as well compared to yesterday, where they were in the double digits. Over the next 12 hours, temperatures are expected to warm up to about the upper 30s. There's a chance that we'll hit that 40-degree marker. Otherwise, we're likely just going to stick to those upper 30s, maybe rounding out at 38 or 39 degrees as the day goes on. Clouds are going to be building, so we are seeing them this morning and going to continue to see them throughout the day, but there is a chance that the sun will peek out for portions of the day. Again, that dry weather pattern expected to maintain itself through the rest of your week and into next week, but another portion of the U.S., the central portion and the southern portion of the U.S., seeing pretty significant severe weather. It's called a bomb cyclone that is passing through right now with rain, snow, flooding. We are talking about that coming up in just a bit. I'll toss things over to Amber Respachon, who's going to check up on what the roads look like right now.
Good morning. Well, for the most part right now, roads are fairly clear. We haven't seen any major delays or congestion that drivers need to worry about. The only problem that you might come across is that fog. So we have seen that on in some parts of our region right now, and if you do run into that, it is going to create some visibility issues. But again, other than that, we're not seeing any major slowdowns that could affect your commute. But I will keep an eye out and bring you the latest updates. Brittany, Jen, I'll send it back to you.
Amber, coming up on 7:03 now. The United States is taking action. Our country is joining more than 40 others in grounding Boeing's 737 MAX 8 and 9 planes. The move comes 3 days after the crash of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302. That crash is being blamed for 157 deaths, including 8 Americans.
We're going to be issuing an emergency order of prohibition to ground all flights of the 737 MAX 8 and the 737 MAX 9. The safety of the American people and all people is our paramount concern.
The cause of the crash is still under investigation. The plane's black boxes were sent to France for analysis, and that is after German investigators said they did not have the proper software. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they want to hear from Boeing now on whether the company knew about issues with its planes. Company leaders say they have full confidence in the safety of the 737 MAX, but they are supporting the grounding out of an abundance of caution. Well, as you heard President Trump say, the U.S. is grounding those flights because of safety concerns. Brittany is here in the studio to break down 3 things you should know about those groundings.
Well, Jen, let's go with first, why did the FAA ground those planes? Second, we'll look at how many flights are grounded. And finally, we'll look at how it may affect you. So let's start here with the why. The FAA explained in its emergency order that the agency has new information about the wreckage. Leaders say they have new satellite information that showed the flight track was very similar to that of the Lion Air flight that crashed back in October. That flight also involved a Boeing 737 MAX 8. Investigators say physical evidence found in Ethiopia showed even more similarities. Okay, next here, how many flights are grounded? Well, American Airlines and Southwest are the main carriers using the 737 MAX in the U.S. United Airlines also has some, but mainly flies the MAX 9 aircraft. According to all three airlines, there are 72 MAX 8 and 9 planes used by those carriers in the U.S. Southwest has 34 MAX 8s, which accounts for less than 5% of its daily flights. American has 24 aircraft affected by the emergency order. That number accounts for 85 flights per day. United has 14, which accounts for roughly 40 flights a day. So we are seeing some effects here, but nothing that should make a huge impact. So now let's look at how it affects you. Because of the groundings, you may be seeing delays if you're traveling in the next few days. That is because the airlines are swapping out planes. The good news for travelers is that airlines are offering flexible rebooking policies. American Airlines released a statement saying, in part, "We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause some of our customers. Our team will work with all customers impacted by these flight cancellations in order to rebook them to their final destination. If a flight is canceled, customers may request a full refund." Now, Southwest also released a statement saying, to support customers, Southwest is offering flexible rebooking policies. Any customer booked on a canceled MAX 8 flight can rebook on alternate flights without any additional fees or fare differences within 14 days of their original date of travel between the original city pairs. If you are on a United flight, the company tweeted, "Customers do not need to cancel and rebook, as we will swap aircraft or automatically rebook you. If you require further assistance, please direct message us." For more information on rebooking and how to find out if your plane is affected, you can head to our website, KREM.com. Now back to you, Jen.
All right, Brittany, thank you so much for that. It is 7:06 now. Well, this morning we are talking about the Boeing MAX 8 and 9 being grounded across the world, of course, but this isn't the first time that Boeing has dealt with widespread groundings. Boeing's newest version of its best-selling airliner was supposed to boost its fortunes for years to come, but instead it turned into the company's biggest headache. Scott Hamilton is an aviation industry consultant from the West Side. He says he is not pleased with how the government handled the crashes. He says the U.S. government acted too slowly.
The U.S. historically has been looked to as a leader in aviation safety. In this case, they have been the absolutely last agency to take action on this airplane.
In January of 2013, Boeing had a similar problem with the Dreamliner. At that time, there were 50 Dreamliners in service when a lithium-ion battery caught fire. In that case, Boeing found a fix, but the Dreamliner was grounded for about 3 months. Coming up on 7:08 now, back here locally, you may remember our stories about Man the Family Up. It is a local community service group. KREM 2's Kiera Alfallen tells us members created a roadside assistance crew now, and Kiera, they have been very busy.
Yes, good morning, Jen. Well, we are less than a week away from spring, and honestly, it really couldn't come any sooner. But the winter weather has been a little bit more bearable, and that's thanks to the help of some volunteers. Now, MTFU, or Man the Family Up, is a Facebook group made of men who go out in the community and they do what they can to help others. They do anything from helping struggling businesses by going in and showing their support to even going out and chopping and delivering firewood for those unable to do it themselves. Well, now their roadside assistance crew is also helping many of you who have been stuck or who have struggled in the winter weather. A member of MTFU saw a need and decided to form a committee of volunteers within the group. Once they become aware of someone in need, often through Facebook posts, they often see who is in the area and able to help. The winter weather has made their help very valuable.
Very busy, very busy. Pulling people stuck out of ditches or just stuck on ice has been our busiest thing. It's really a great team effort that the guys, it's a good camaraderie. They've just got your back.
As of March 2nd, the crew has done 41 pullouts, 12 jump starts, 4 lockouts, 6 gas ups, 5 tows, 5 repairs, and the list just goes on and on. They also say they have run into WSP or Washington State Patrol when they've been out helping others, and troopers have been very thankful that they are doing so much to help out in this crazy weather that we have seen. Hopefully now things are calming down, and hopefully we won't run into that again until next year. I'm live here in Spokane, Kiara Elfallen, KREM 2 News.
All right, Kiara, thank you so much. It is 7:10 on the dot. Now, we love stories about people doing great things in our community. Well, still to come, extreme winter weather is causing a lot of problems in the Midwest. This morning, we take a look at how some states are dealing with that. And if you're looking to freshen up your skincare routine, Deal Boss Matt Granite has a top trending gadget for half the price.
Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb.